So hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and for today we will be discussing British literature the early 20th century. This is your syllabus for BA English Honors 3rd year semester 5th. Let's begin with the video, but before this I would like to tell you that if you are the one who wants to earn money without any investment, you can just check the description. There an app link is given. You can download that app and you can complete the tasks. My referral code is also given. You can enter that referral code and you will be getting some of the incentives for my other friends who are doing the same tasks. So let's begin with the syllabus. First of all, I would like to show you your syllabus. This is your syllabus. So let's begin with the syllabus. First of all, The Heart of Darkness. It is a novel by Joseph Conrad. It is published in 1899. About the writer, Joseph Conrad was a polished British writer. To him, the sea meant above all the tragedy of loneliness. He is considered to be an asset of English literature. About its genre, it's a novella, romance tragedy, symbolic narrative, and colonial adventure, literary fiction, adventure, suspense, etc. Some of the important themes are the absurdity of evil, hollowness, futility, dark side of human nature, disillusionment of civilization, colonialism, lack of truth, work, racism, etc. Imperialism is the important theme. So, this is our next text, that is Mistress Dollarway. It is written by Virginia Woolf, published in 1925. About the writer, Adeline Virginia Woolf was an English writer considered one of the most important modernist 20th century authors. She was an English author, feminist, essayist, publisher, and critic. Its genre is psychological fiction. Some of the important themes are society and class, time, isolation, warfare. Then you also have suffering, memory and the past, madness, the fear of death, privacy, death, love, and evanescent beauty. Mr. Dalloway deals with the people's ability to cope with change, aging, class mobility, war and peace, the change of life. These are some of the texts you have, and I will be telling you some of the important key features of these texts. So, our next text is Waiting for Godot, written by Samuel Beckett, published in 1952. It is a tragic comedy in two acts, published in 1952 in French as an Inattendant Godot, and first produced in 1953. It was a true innovation in drama and the theatre of absurd's first theatrical success. It was a true innovation in drama and the theatre of the absurd's first theatrical success. Let's discuss about Godot. Who is Godot? Godot. It represents something godly or godlike. He is the earthly idol of a better social order. Godot also means death or silence and represents the inaccessible self. He is never accessible in whole text. Some of the genres: tragic comedy and absurdist fiction. Some of the themes: nothing to be done. It is one of the most important theme, I should say. Nothing to be done. Purposelessness of life. Purposelessness of life. Importance of hope. Then you also have sufferings, absurdity, difference in human race, extensionalism, waiting, uncertainty of time, etc. Some about writer: Irish novelist, dramatist, short story writer, theatre director, poet and literary translator. Sailing to Byzantium, written by William Beats. Sailing to Byzantium, written by William Butler Yeats, published in 1928. About the writer, he was an Irish poet, dramatist, and writer. He was a driving force behind the Irish literacy revival. He was a driving force behind the Irish literary revival and became a pillar of Irish literary establishment who helped to found the Abbey Theatre. It is a narrative poem about nature. The poem speaks about the journey of an old man who is traveling to a new country. It illustrates how he seeks spiritual guidance and discover the sublime work of art and aging. Some of the key themes: transformation, old age, morality, human imperfection, perfectness of art, afterlife, immortality. So our next text is The Second Coming. It is again it is again written by William Butler Yeats. We can also say W.B. Yeats. Published in 1920. About the writer: he was he was an Irish poet, dramatist and writer. He was a driving force behind the Irish literary revival and became a pillar of Irish literary establishment who helped to found the Abbey Theatre. The Second Coming is considered as a major work of modernist poetry. The poem tone is ominous, and its figures are frightening. Some of the key themes: civilization, chaos and control, morality and Christianity, violence, prophecy. Then you also have meaninglessness, good versus evil, society and class, warfare, and the most important is memory and the past. Leda and the Swin, our next text, written by W.B. Yeats, published in 1924. About the writer: he was an Irish poet, dramatist, and writer, and I have already told you about him. Leda and the Swan is a sonnet, a traditional 14-line poem, and in an iambic pentameter. In the poem, the god Zeus, in the form of swan, represented rapes Leda. It depicts an act of rape. Some of the key themes, such as rape, violence, seduction, free will, fate, etc. In this poem, W.B. Yeats seeks to demonstrate how one event can have dramatic repercussions throughout the human history. No, so- no Second Troy, our next text. It is written by W.B. Yeats, published in 1916. About the writer, I have already told you. Let's discuss some of the key points of it. First of all, I will be telling you some themes, that is violence, prophecy, meaninglessness, guilt and blame, politics, memory and the past, etc. Let me tell you some key features. No Second Troy is a strong call towards peace, leaving the violent way of war or destruction. The poem appeals that no beauty like Helen of Troy or today's Maud Gone will cause the destruction of another beauty like Troy. There will be remain only peace and love in the world. So our next text is The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. It is written by T.S. Eliot, Thomas Stearns Eliot. Published in 1915. T.S. Eliot wrote this song while he was still a student at Harvard University in his early 20s, like your age only. About author: T.S. Eliot was a poet, essayist, publisher, playwright, literary critic, and editor. He wins the Nobel Prize in Literature for his profound effect on the direction of modern poetry. Some of the key themes: alienation, or we can also say alienation, isolation, lonely, anxiety, desire and disappointment, love, manipulation, etc. Let's discuss about our next text. This is our next text, that is The Holloman, written by T.S. Eliot, published in 1925. About the author, I have already told you. Genre: free verse poem. The poem describes a desolate world populated by empty, defeated people. The overall tone of this poem is grim and foreboding. It was written in response to World War I and its effects on society. Some of the key themes are the struggle to maintain hope, dissatisfaction, identity, dreams, hopes, and plans. And here are the themes. Let's discuss about our last text. So this is our last text, that is Strange Meeting. It is written in by Wilfred Owen, published in 1919 after his death. About the author, he was an English poet and a soldier. He was one of the leading poets of the First World War. He is widely regarded as one of the Britain's greatest war poets. He was a soldier in First World War in British Army as lieutenant. The poem deals with the atrocities of World War One. It is a poem about reconciliation. Two soldiers meet up in an imagined hell, the first having killed the second in battle. Some of the key themes are warfare, fear, compassion and forgiveness, guilt and blame, suffering. So let's end this video here only. If you are still passionate to earn without investment, you can check the description box and download that app. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to this channel. Do not forget to like, share with your friends and colleagues, with your college friends mainly. And do not forget to comment how is this video, how was this video. And do let me know, do you like this video or not. And if you want any other topic for this video, do let me know. If you want top video on any of the other topics, do let me know in the comments. Stay safe, stay positive. Bye bye.